it's a crazy deal. After the first event, even though I finished dead last in my group, I felt like I fished well, as oddly as that seems. You know, I got a couple bites on a jerk bait, and I just started following that deal. And I felt like it was a good deal. It suited my strengths, and I like fishing that way. And you know, tried to make some adjustments at the end. It just didn't work out. Today, you know, everybody, you know, obviously I'm a guide in Amistad, so everybody thinks about me, you know, being good on a highland reservoir. Well, I grew up fishing a river, and this little lake right here, Lake Peckerwood, is just like a river, really. Even though it's just a shallow, small lake with you know, lots of shallow cover. So it fit right in my wheelhouse. And you know, I tried a couple things this morning. Finally got a couple key bites on some wood, and then just started hitting different types of cover, and then found out a way to catch a couple of bigger fish in the second period, fish flipping some grass, and then man, you know, just grinding it out. You know, that last period, it was brutal. You know, there wasn't very many bites to be had, and I made a move there in the last 30 minutes and caught a 4 and change, and here we are, MLF champ, man. I am stoked, dude. I'm just really excited. So it's
describe that last few minutes, knowing that you were just 6 ounces ahead of Marty.
Yeah, so you know, I passed Marty while we were running back down to the lower end of the lake, which is where I caught most of my fish, and I was actually going down there to fish some of the thicker reeds where I'd caught some good fish, you know, in the second period, and I pulled into this little deal, and I looked on my GPS. I thought it was the right bank that I'd fished, you know, earlier in the day. And I'm fishing down the bank, and I'm not seeing as many reeds, and I'm like, what's going on here, you know? And I just said to myself, I said it out loud. I said to the camera, I said, well, you know, I think this is the wrong pocket where I caught the couple better ones earlier, but you know, this must be divine intervention. I just kept fishing along, fished what I thought I needed to fish to catch a fish in the location, and boom, not 2 casts later, that big one struck. So it just, you know, when it's your time, you hear it all the time. When it's your time, it's your time. Today was my time to beat 5 other awesome fishermen, and you know, do it on national television. MLF doesn't get any better than that.